Honestly, the skin's insane. I like my cheeks are glowing like you wouldn't believe. So yesterday was the Met Gala and my jaw was on the floor over the glam and the makeup looks. I don't think I've ever been so excited about a red carpet adventure before, but there were so many beautiful, just the makeup looks were living last night. But one of the looks that I was really obsessed with was the one on Madeline Klein. Sorry, that's like the fourth time I've tried to say that. I can't get those words out of my mouth, but the makeup artist, Jen Tioseco, was so quick to the punch and immediately posted her product breakdown. It was an ad. It was a Revlon partnership, but we appreciate her posting the list anyway. I saw her post and ran to the drugstore and picked up some of the products that she used, obviously using things that I have as well, but I'm so excited to recreate this look because it was just it looked so easy. I love a very simple but effective red carpet makeup look, something that us mere mortals can attempt to do on our own faces, and I just loved how bright and glowing this looked. Honestly, the photos of her, because she's in a white dress, it's kind of giving bridal. Like, wow, so beautiful. I simply must try to recreate it. I would like to note that I attempted to also recreate the hair, which I don't know if you guys can tell, failed miserably at trying to do this hair look. Let us never take for granted a skilled hairstylist because they really they have something that I do not have. So the hair, it looks like I've been electrocuted, and that's because I have. And the top of her dress is also looks like a collared white shirt. So I've got a shirt that I'm gonna put on after, but just so you know, I do have a shirt on. I'm not naked, but I just needed my hands and arms to be free while I do this makeup because it's just what it needs to be. Anyway, let's dive right in, you guys. I'm gonna start with a base. It looks to me like the makeup artist just did like her full creamy, very bronzed and glowing base and then went in with the eyes. So I'm using Victoria Beckham Golden Priming Moisturizer to help in trying giving me some glow because it's got this gorgeous golden hue to it that's going to give me a wash of warmth without like needing to put a tan on. And it also doesn't have any chunks of glitter, so I'm just going to take that on my face and neck. Again, please ignore the bottom of my body because we will be putting a shirt on eventually, but for now I'm just going to do the base, give myself a little makeup artist chisel and hopefully this glow will be lasting all day. So the base that apparently she used was the Revlon Illuminance Serum Tint. This appears to be a new lovely little collection from Revlon, so I did pick up a couple of shades. I picked up 209 and 313. So I'm gonna use this as a little base and we'll mix and match and see what's up. I love me a good serum and I love me a good tint, so I have high hopes about this one. It feels like it's one of those products that can just be blended in with your finger, but I might go back and forth between my fingers and a blender just to make sure that it's all seamlessly blended in because wow, if there's one thing about Madeline, is it Madeline or Madeline? Oh dear, her face is flawless. Her skin is literally poreless. There's photos coming out from the Met Gala that are like ultra high def, okay? And there is not a pore to be seen. So though we're gonna try to recreate this look, just know that we can't necessarily recreate her skin. Her glowing, glorious skin. So keep that in mind. We'll do our best, but so far, upon initial blend, this serum is looking beautiful. No, like really pretty. Wow. The glow is glowing all over. Wow. Now in the product breakdown, she said that she used the Skin Lights bronzer, but from this particular image of her getting ready, we've definitely got some cream bronzer contour going on and also some little concealer there that's highlighting the nose. So I'm just gonna go ahead because we recently used this. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever palette and just take a little bit of the lighter bronzy shades because the contour looks so barely there and so soft. So I don't wanna use anything too deep. But even this shade is just adding that kind of nice wash of warmth. And it does look quite yellow and bronzed in this one particular photo. So I'm just gonna kind of make a little assumption here and put that all over, bronzing and contouring and chiseling. I actually really loved this formula from Makeup Forever because it's quite wet looking. A lot of the bronzers that I use are definitely more on the matte side, or if they're creamy, they can just be like really thick. This is just so light and just really mimics that natural glowing skin look that I love to have on my face on any given day. But yeah, I just think that it's such a pretty shade. Who knows? Maybe Jen is using this too. I'm gonna take that down the nose too because it definitely looks like she's brought this right up to the brow, like all the way up. Okie dokie, now time for concealer. Now apparently this was the concealer that was used. This is the Revlon Color Stay Skin Awaken Caffeine and Vitamin C 24-hour 5-in-1 concealer. Wow, wow, that's a lot of promises for a wee little concealer here, but these shades were very much pink and yellow. So I did pick up both because I'm gonna have to do a little mixture of them here. So I'm just gonna do that on the palm of my hand, give a little mixture here, try to get a little bit more of a neutral shade. This might be very, very light. That's the tough part with buying things in the drugstore, isn't it? You can't really see it. Also love to see that in the shot of her doing the makeup, she was using the Makeup by Ariel Morphe brush, the A14, blending out the concealer. Apparently I was like, hell yeah, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna, woo, this is a lot came out. Now this is much lighter, so I am gonna use this in a brightening manner. I'm also gonna put a little line down my nose and leave it to sit apparently. She also like drew a little circle here, so we'll just do the same. Someone's mowing outside. Apologies if you can hear that. Anyway, just using the brush to blend out this concealer, which might I say, is blending out so beautifully. Are you witnessing this? Wow. And there's actually a lot of brightness that's going on right here. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that concealer and bring it right up to the eye because we are gonna go in with white later. So I'm just gonna really try to counteract all the darkness underneath my eyes. You know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and set that in because I'm kind of just loving how it's looking and I don't really wanna have to worry about that later, and I feel like we're looking okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load up my powder puff and set this in so that we can then move on to the eyes. Now it looks like she's got a really neutral look here, very neutral and glowing. There's no like, it kind of just looks even and lovely. So I'm just using my translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier to set that in. I'm also just gonna take a fluffy brush and a little bit of that setting powder and just really lightly dab that on top of the cheeks. I was about to just leave the nose contour as is, but perhaps we should blend it out a little bit. So I'm just gonna take a little brush and then I'll just dab a tiny amount of powder down the nose as well. Okay, I had put a little bit of bronzer onto the eyes and I think I'm just gonna leave that be. Let's go ahead and do some white. Now Jen mentioned that she used this Revlon Color Stay Day to Night 555 Moonlit palette and showed the white, but the white is very much like a soft shimmer. There's definitely some white eyeliner here. Like she literally shows the photo of a white eyeliner that I think we'll use as a base. So I pulled out my little LH Cosmetics crayon in the white and we're just gonna use this to kind of add some white to the inner corner. And as a little white liner too. And this I just think was so pretty. Will it work with my wrinkly eyelids? I don't know. I never really use white. I remember when like NYX Milk was the crayon that everybody used. It was all over the internet. And I never really got into the white crayon life, but that's because I never really do like a cut crease or anything graphic that would require a white pencil. But I love how she used it for this makeup. I'm also so curious to know like which one she used for this look. I think this one's great. She also has it in the waterline and on the lower lash line. Just like right here in that inner corner, and then there's definitely a lot of brightness like right into here. Make sure you don't have any eye boogies. I'm gonna switch to a little shader brush and just take a little bit more of that pencil off on it just to soften this up because I applied it, but now I just want to diffuse the white a little bit. Because it does look like the white just kind of fades into the crease. Like it doesn't really look like she's applied anything else there. Sorry, I keep rubbing away the liner. I've got to leave the liner. I'm just gonna put the liner away for a bit and then go into the palette and dip into this shadow, which again, I'm assuming she's put on top of this to kind of diffuse the white. And then also apply that white shade along the liner just to set it in and give a little bit of that glow, the pearlescence. So far I'm obsessed with this. It's really giving like ethereal fairy, which is exactly the feeling that was invoked when I saw her look on the red carpet, and I love this. So what I think I might do is just take a little bit of the bronzer and just fluff a little bit of that in the crease, but really nothing else. There's like nothing else too crazy going on, so I don't want to add anything. I think the star of the show really is the white liner and then the lashes. So we'll just leave it be. We'll put that white into the waterline. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the white shadow onto the inner corner. Oops, that's very important because you have to set this or else it will move around everywhere. So now I'm going to apply some lashes, and it looks like she's got lashes on both the upper lashes and the lower lashes. So I have my Libre lashes in the shade, in the number 10. Number 10, these are the new natural lashes that Karen, aka I Love Serie, came out with, and I feel like this is the similar vibe to this look. And then I also have the Nikki Makeup Sweet lashes, the lower lashes, which I've had for so long, but I've never used. But I feel like this look definitely calls for it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. I'll just put a tiny little bit on here. Trying so hard not to get it on any of the white that we've applied. It's honestly so smart to just use lashes for this so that you don't have to worry about any raccooning or transfer of your mascara throughout the night. Kind of genius. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Yeah, I feel like that's a good vibe. Good vibe. I feel like every time I put lashes on, I've done them wrong. They just never look right on me. Time for the lower ones. I literally don't even know how to put these on. Okay, the lower lashes do not match the top lashes. Oops, oops, oops. You know, I think the bottom lashes that they used were much wispier. These are kind of pokey artichokey. Listen, it's different, but we're just gonna have to roll with it because what it is. I'm gonna really quickly just finish up the face, and I wanted to show you something because she said she used the Naughty Nude blush from Revlon, which I have in my collection. This is mine. Look at the difference between these. This is mine, and this is the new one. It's number 6, Naughty Nude. This one looks like a bronzer. This one is like totally warm, beautiful pink, which there's very clearly like a pink-y blush here. So Revlon obviously reformulated this completely. It's not the same shade whatsoever. So I'm gonna use my original Naughty Nude blush, which is a very beautiful shade and I've had in my collection for a long time. But I just wanted to show you guys that it does not look the same. But look at that, look at that. Ah! It's very much MAC Warm Soul OG dupe vibes. That is such a pretty color. Wow, I haven't used it in a really long time and I'm like, dang. Hello, powder blush. Also, this concealer is insane, you guys. It sets so beautifully under the eyes. Wow, wow. I don't even think we need a highlighter. I feel like this is so glowy. If I put any other highlighter on, I'm gonna like shine into the heavens. But apparently she used the Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter. So if we feel like we need more highlighter, we can put that on, but I really don't feel like it needs it. I'm glowing. All right, we're gonna use the nude lip pencil, which goes so beautifully with the blush, might I say. And then finally, allegedly, the pièce de résistance. Apparently the lipstick that was used was the shade Bare It All, which does look so pretty. Now I would say to apply Bare It All and then go back in with the lip pencil because it looks to be a lot more intense, just like in the inner bits of the mouth. The inner bits. How's that for descriptive words? Perfect. All right, let's set this all in with some setting spray. And that, my friends, is the finished look. Honestly, the skin's insane. I like my cheeks are glowing like you wouldn't believe. Wow, wow. Okay, no, because this look is giving. Okay, I'm gonna put my shirt on. BRB. I'm scared if I take my clips out, everything's gonna be ruined because my hair was so bad. What do we think? How did we do? I can't see myself in the camera, so I'm hoping that it's all good things. But that's everything for this look. This is my recreation of Madeline Klein's Met Gala look, which I'm obsessed with, using so many beautiful drugstore products too. And honestly, if you were just in the mood to get hella glam, wow, what a look to do, because now I have to go, go about the rest of my day with this makeup on, and you know, I'm not mad about it. What do you guys think? If there's any other looks that you want me to create from the Met Gala or just anything in the future, holler at me, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and happy glamming to you, everybody. Bye!